Greetings, weary travelers and fellow story gremlins, to the reaction sleepover. This is the series we get cozy and we react to stuff. It's hot, like my rage. I am what I like to call lutealing. And what better way to channel that rage than read stories of people being entitled meatwads? Meatwads? I don't know where that came from. New insult unlocked, I guess. Feel like I was going for jerkwad and then meat just came out. Ugh. Don't be a meatwad. Although aren't we all ready? Or just electrical currents in a meat sack? You're welcome for that understanding of the human body. Anyway, this video is kind of fun because we have one story where someone's being a jerkwad, meatwad, naughty meatwad, and then one wholesome story. We got a yin and yang, because balance is key. Alright, meatwads, let's go. Just this title alone. A chaotic wedding at the gun range. And it has the flair disaster, so we're in for a treat. Obligatory. Not my story, but my dad's story. Oh, I thought you were saying like it's obligatory to tell this story, which, I mean, I'm on board with it being an obligatory storytelling session. When my dad was a child in the early 1970s, he was invited to a wedding for a distant relative of his. Let's call her Debbie. Little Debbie. Don't cross little Debbie or she'll get her little shooty. Debbie's family didn't have a lot of money, so my grandparents were instructed to provide the catering. Instructed. Okay. I know it was probably nicer than it sounds, which is like, you will make the food. While my dad's family was wealthier than Debbie's family, they were also not rolling in cash at the time, and they also had no idea how to contact any catering so far away, so they decided to order a dozen or so pizzas. They had to send pigeons to Domino's. Imagine the pigeon carrying the pizza back. That'd be a sight to behold. Storks bring babies, pigeons bring pizzas. The wedding was in rural Michigan. Rural. I hate that word. I hate saying that word. 3 hours away from where my dad lived, so they had a long drive with the 2 young children to the wedding venue, which was at a gun range. Great mix. 3 hours isn't too bad, but that would be a long time for kids. I will never forget driving to, I think, Disneyland? For the longest time, I thought it was Disney World because the drive felt that long. But like, it felt like it took a week. Yes, a real gun range, with people shooting while the ceremony was going on. How romantic. Do you take this man? I know that they probably mean, like, unrelated people, like, at the gun range, but I just love to picture while the wedding is going on, the guests are just like, whoa! Oh, they can barely get 2 words in without someone getting excited. Joke's on you, we're playing Russian roulette. My dad recalls him, his sister, and his cousins running around picking up gun casings like Easter eggs. I mean, that would be pretty fun. Happy Easter! The reception begins and the alcohol is abundant. I like your style of writing. The first thing on the docket is speeches. The first speech was from Debbie's stepmom, who we'll call Mary. Mary and Debbie were not on the best terms, and Mary was also an alcoholic. This leads to the bride and her mother getting into an all-out fist fight. Oh, wow. Yeah, that is unfortunate, mixing alcohol with an alcoholic. Never fun. This is why sometimes dry weddings can be a good idea. After bride and stepmother, she's like the tooth fairy of strep throat. Fairy stepmother. While Mary Godmother gets to work with Cinderella, this lady just has to go around giving everyone strep throat all the time. She really pulled the short straw at fairy school. After bride and stepmother tend to their wounds, dinner is served. What a sight to behold. My grandpa goes to get the pizza. Oh, I forgot it was pizza. My dad goes to help him. When they return, the guests are in a frenzy like piranhas when they see blood. Oh, what? What? It turned into a bar fight? Oh, the pizza. I thought they just started fighting for no reason. They rushed towards my dad / grandpa and even knocked my dad down to get a slice. Wow, there is enough to go around, my goodness. Keep in mind that my dad is elementary school age. No, not knocking down the child. It's pizza, you'll get a slice. Maybe they're just trying to get their food ready so that they can watch another fist fight go down. You need your snacks after all. Leave the child alone. After this, my no-nonsense Italian grandma has had enough of this shiatsu show and drags her kids out. Smart. My grandma then attempts to find some sort of lodging as just somewhere in the woods, just cowering in the cabin in the woods, trying to shelter yourself from the shotgun slaps and munching of pizza. As she and grandpa have to stay at the wedding for whatever reason, they're trapped. But the only hotel that isn't bug infested is a fancy lakeside one. It's literally like a cabin. I wasn't even that far off. My grandma begrudgingly forks over the money on a fork. On the bright side, my dad remembers the night as awesome because he got to hang out in a fancy hotel without parental supervision. There's a bright side to everything, I guess. Wow. What an ordeal. I mean, that checks out. When you're a child, you tend to remember things. I mean, not even remember things, but when you do, it's usually with that, childlike wonder. That was fascinating. I'd like to think that even as all that was going down, the shots in the distance were still happening. When they start hurling like insults at each other, you just hear the gunshot in the distance like, ooh, burn. I expected great things from this title, and I was not disappointed. It's funny how I was prepared to just start raging, and honestly, it just made me laugh the whole time. Which maybe I needed to. Now for the sappy. How I caught a fiance. My wife, girlfriend at the time, really loves Pokemon. I love where this is going already. It was a secret joy of hers at the time. She stupidly thought she was too old to enjoy it. Never! Never too old to enjoy nerdy things. That's how you cultivate your inner child. Never be ashamed of that. We play D&D all the time. Like, it's fine. Embrace your wonderful nerdy selves. And had a huge collection of Pokemon-related stuff that she kept hidden. Let's keep it secret. It's safe. Lord of the Rings reference quota of the day. She showed it to me only because she didn't want to keep secrets from me. Even though she was scared I'd make fun of her or think less of her. I'm gonna start crying. She was scared I'd make fun of her or think less of her for it. When in reality, you probably love her more for it. You poor sweetheart. Like the fact that it was like, oh, I just don't want to keep secrets from you. Oh, wholesome bean. After she told me, I did get it all out and put it up in our flat so she could enjoy it, but that's a different story. Like, did you frame them and stuff? Oh, that would be so cute. I managed to get a hold of a love ball from Pokemon. A special ball that works best on a wild Pokemon of the opposite gender to the one you're battling with. And cut out some styrofoam to fit in the bottom half, then covered the visible part in velvet and made a small slot for her ring. I couldn't afford the ring she deserved, and I didn't think I would ever be able to, but I did get her a ring that had colored glass set in the shape of a love ball. Like, the ring itself is shaped like a Pokemon ball! Oh, that's so cute. My engagement ring was in the shape of it was a guitar string that was the band. I love that ring so much. I'm getting her a proper one for our 10th anniversary. It gives me time to save up for it. Just seeing the little bit of how sweet you both probably are, she probably would have been happy with a ring pop. I got this idea from a post I'd seen somewhere, I can't remember where now, and added a custom Pokemon card I had a friend who's really good at Photoshop make for me. Oh, cute! With a picture of her favorite Pokemon, shiny Gardevoir? Sounds like a French Pokemon. And a Pokemon that reminded her of me, Charizard, softly holding each other's faces and looking into each other's eyes with little love hearts floating between them. Goodbye! I must go cry. It was meant to look like one of the rare ones, I think GX or EX, I'm not certain to be honest. With the title, I Choose You on top. Even had custom attacks added that said Charizard's eternal love and devotion and Goddess Gardevoir instead of love ball. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to say it. I proposed out of nowhere. Surprise! While she was still laying in bed, half asleep. I said something like I'd get her something, left and came back wearing a hat similar to Ash's original one from the anime, making enough noise to alert her and get her attention. You're like, caca! You just start playing the theme song from your phone. She saw me standing there bright red in the face, holding a love ball and looked so adorably confused. I felt so nervous and so very embarrassed about what I was about to do, but I did it for her. I turned my hat backwards, pulled the serious face as best as I could, and threw the Pokeball at her. Shouting, "Love ball, go!" She laughed and picked it up, asking me what I was doing. I just stared at her intently, holding my fist at head. Holding my fist at head. I don't know if that's a typo or if it's just a head. As if watching the ball roll. Oh, like when you're trying to catch one. Got it. She opened it and screamed, staring at it for what felt like forever. She started crying very quickly, though, and took the card out and kept looking at it. She cried so much. And then it was as if something clicked, and she put the ring on and made the bing sound as if I actually caught her. She made the sound! Oh, you're made for each other. It's warm. It's warm in the apartment, but this is also, like, so cute that it's just making me warm. Like, you're making me blush. I could have had it on dark mode this whole time. Oh, that's so annoying. I shouted, "Yes! I caught a fiance!" Making me blush, man. This is so cute. Then got promptly kissed to death by my new fiance. 6 years later, she still has the card, pride of place in our collection, and still loves telling people how I proposed to her. I'm so glad I came across your story because this was a joy to read. I love it when nerds fall in love. And I certainly hope you're still happy to this day. That is so cute. I love that both of those stories were amazing for their own reasons. Thanks to the OPs for letting me read those. Go check them out, give them some love. And that will be it. That was lovely. So, I hope you're doing well, but if not, I hope this video has brightened your day at least a little bit. I really appreciate you being here as always, and if you're new, welcome. I hope you subscribe. If you guys have any stories you'd like to share, either you can email me or links in the description. I hope you share with the story gremlin. Yeah, I think that's about it. Take care of yourselves and each other. Do your best to be a good human, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. I'm gonna go tackle my husband now.